Hey guys, thought I'd come out for a bit of a walk, and I don't know. It's funny how how your mind can be triggered by certain things. And I was walking, and I smelt an open fire. I don't know why, because it's bloody. It's a bit warm out here, but you wouldn't think it. Like a couple of days ago, it was actually cold. Now it's warm. Mad, right? It's humid out here too, but I just wanted to come out for a walk and smelt this open fire. It's burning, And I had a flash of memory. It was like, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab my phone out of my pocket, and I'm going to hit the old video button and tell you about it, because it's, I might do a little bit more of a longer video on this subject at some point, but scent and how you get triggered by your senses. Scent being one of them. I can smell it now. It's pretty strong. Wow. And so literally this area that I'm at right now, I don't know if you can kind of see. I think it's coming from that there somewhere. But anyway, and I can smell it. It's lovely. That's crazy. I'm getting this memory, and I just wanted to share it with you. And we have this thing back in England called Guy Fawkes Night. It's every 5th of November. And what you're doing is you celebrate actually capturing a guy. But you celebrate the fact that we caught this fella called Guy Fawkes, actually trying to blow up Parliament, where all the MPs and that are. And so we have bonfires and fireworks, and let me stop under this street lamp a little bit. We have bonfires and fireworks, and we just celebrate. And especially as kids, it's more. As a kid, I remember growing up around it. Mum and Dad would always get like fireworks, a little box of fireworks. We'd go in the garden, and kids would jump up on the wall and the fence, because we lived in a council place. Actually, my mum still lives there, in a council place. She's been there for I don't know. We'll put it this way: I'm 54, and I was born there, and she's still there. But I remember this one Guy Fawkes night. I was only young, and my aunt, my mum's sister, unfortunately passed on now, but she offered me to go over to her house and with my cousin and that, and they had this. They got this this really long yard, and they had a big bonfire in the back, just everything on there, wood and old tree and whatever you could find, clean up the yard kind of thing, put it all in a big pile. And then what you do is you make a Guy Fawkes out of old clothing. You stuff it with paper, you put like a head on the top of it and that, and you actually put that on the bonfire. So there I am, and I'm in the living room area as a kid, sitting with my uncle. And I remember sitting on the floor, and I had an open fire in the living room, and it was lovely, especially when it's cold out, because it's always around November 5th, and it was lovely and cold out. Nice open fire going, and that sound, the crackling sound and everything. I don't know, something comforting in that. And I remember my uncle, he passed too, but he ran his finger. I always remember it clear as day. Ran his fingers through the flames of the open fire in the living room, and I'm like looking at him going, "Wow, how do you do that? You didn't burn yourself." And I didn't tell my aunt that until I was like older. And she's like, "He did that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But then we went into the backyard, and my aunt wrapped up potatoes in foil and got the fire going, got the bonfire going, and lighting fireworks and that. And I was with my cousin, and you put put the potatoes at the base, like near the cinders, and it cooks them, and then we ate the. I don't know. There's something about cooking a potato on a fire like that as opposed to baking it in the oven. It gets this really nice crust, and you could just open up the foil and eat. I could eat it just like that. I don't need anything on it. Lovely flavour, especially if you get really good potatoes, nice earthy potatoes. But that memory sprung, and I haven't thought about that in years. And just passing that open fire and getting that scent. What memories have you got? I bet there's plenty of guys out there with, like, you smell a certain smell and there's a memory to it, and they're not all good memories. They happen to be a good memory of mine. You can smell scents as well, and it can trigger, negative shit too. It can go the other way, especially with PTSD. You get a scent and a trigger. That's it. So, this happened to be a good memory, a real good memory. One that I'll always remember. I'll never forget it. And I just wanted to let you know and kind of share that with you, because it kind of works with the mind and how you can get there. As soon as I smelt that smell, I went there in my mind. So stay the course, guys. Namaste.